Hello, my name is Dickie Barrett. I'm in the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, and what I'm doing right now is I'm inviting you to come into the 360 Lounge. 360 Lounge right here. Come on in. Somebody's going to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer them. So come on. My favorite Bosstones album, I love them all. I wouldn't have released them or put them out if I didn't love them. And I don't think, I think other people have favorites, but, like talking to the father of them, I can't choose among, my children. So I think that Question the Answers is the best Question the Answers there'll ever be. And the new album, Pay Attention, is the best Pay Attention anybody will ever make. That was a new one from Christina Aguilera. Now here's one from the Bosstones, and the hits keep on coming from these guys. When will this album die? No, I think it's back to the way things were before the Let's Face It album. The Bosstones had been the Bosstones for, 10 years. And then, Planet Ska aligned with Planet Punk and No Doubt and Rancid, and you can throw Green Day in there, and it was just 1997, the right time for what we were doing. Not to take anything away from that album or the song, the impression that I get, but the temperature and the climate for what we were doing was perfect. Nothing's what it really seems. It was a time when the Red Hot Chili Peppers were huge, and Fishbone and party bands and, Crazy Hats and and a lot of people were doing a lot of drugs. And everybody wanted to kind of call us, the country's best party band, but, compared to the way Aerosmith partied in the 70s and 80s, we were amateurs. Then I had the opportunity to travel, and with the Bosstones, I, starting to go, and I go, okay, I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to, open-minded. I'm not going to go into these cities, and, I'm going to see it, experience it, and there's a lot of places I really love, but nothing compares to Boston to me. We made a record called Ska-Core, The Devil and More, and we called it that because people, in interviews and what kind of music do you play? And we didn't, we didn't want to say ska, we didn't want to say punk, we didn't want to say metal, we didn't, we knew what we didn't want to say, but so I think that it was just out of frustration and being tired of people insisting that it, everything needs a box or a package or, where does this go? When I stack my albums, Bosstones right in between the ska and the punk, I don't know, so we called it Ska-Core, but it's pretty cool, and I also like being thought of as the godfather of Ska-Core, because I don't think anybody else really wants the title. It's not like I'm going after James Brown's position.
The new album has a lot of new sounds on it. There's like a calypso sounding song. There's kind of an Irish pub rock sounding tune. We brought in a lot of friends of ours to help us out, try to explore some new territory. We're not a band that ever really wanted to limit ourselves in terms of the type of band that we would be, the type of music that we would play, who we would try to play to. We wanted to bring our music to as many people as possible, and just over the years, I think you get better at it, and this is just the next album in that progression, hopefully. We're kind of the ultimate product of just the American work ethic as artists, that we just worked really hard at what we did. We tried to learn, we toured our asses off, and if you stick with it long enough, you're going to get some success at it. We would definitely want to show people a good time. I mean, if they're not going to come out and see you next time through, I see a lot of bands get a hit song on the radio, they come through town and they fill up a nightclub, and then they put on a lousy show, and the next time they come through town, there's 10 people there. So you gotta, we're a live band, that's what we do. We want to definitely entertain people. We're not, beer funnel swilling morons, though, either. Boston has a really open mind towards music. I don't think the Bosstones could have come out of any other city. What was behind the hardcore punk scene in Boston and all around the country at the time was a lot of feelings of unity. The do-it-yourself thing was really coming into prominence. Doing all ages, mixing genres, looking back towards older styles of music. But mainly the unity and the multiracial thing were really big to us. And I think we really related to that with the two-tone movement coming out of the UK. So it was really just natural for us to really be into that style of music.